Hey guys, welcome back to another Almost Inevitable Design tutorial, and my name is still PK, and let's get into something that's pretty cool. So this was requested by someone on Facebook, and oh, by the way, you can request, and I'm actually planning on making a whole new website, Almost Inevitable, still under that same name, but a website that does something like that. So just stay tuned, sign up for my newsletter. You can sign up here or sign up here. Sign up for my newsletter and you'll be first to know about all the new things that I'm trying out, concerning web development. Anyways, so I got a request about this layout. Now this is, as you can see, tabs, but they are in two separate columns with a content column in between, right? Now the vertical layout spacing is slightly different, but this is what I have, and as you can see, it works, right? So of course I'll explain how to put these closer together and how to edit things. I'll go through the CSS a little bit, but you should be happy to know that this is done only with a bunch of CSS. So it's really good. Now this is what it looks like on the back end. There is nothing on the section itself because it's basically just this module. There's one module and that's it. I actually included some, well, there should be extra padding. Now this is because I already coded this in the CSS, but I added some extra padding just so it'll have a little bit more space on top and bottom. But that doesn't matter actually, because if you wanted to edit your tabs vertical location to make them closer together like this, then I'll show you how, and you won't have to worry about the top and bottom padding. Okay? All right. So all you need to do in this case is add this CSS class. Now the reason why I always add extra CSS classes and hook the whole CSS snippet into this is because then it becomes non-destructive and it does not get in the way of the other tabs that you might need. Okay? That's why I always do this. Okay? Now, of course, you will learn all about that if you take the course. I gotta plug these things, This is how I maintain the website, offering premium courses on Divi. And what we're learning today is actually transform and positioning. So on desktop layouts, absolute positioning is one of the most important things, most important tricks that you can use in your arsenal. And on mobile, flex is the most important thing that you probably will use. Anyways, so you add this, right? And you add, I'm going with 8, right? So 4 on the left, 4 on the right. And that's it. You really don't need a JSON file, JSON, or however you call it. You don't really need any of that because there's nothing to it. You're not adding anything extra to this tab in terms of CSS. There's nothing you're doing. It's just this one thing, one class, and 8 tabs. Okay, that's it. That's all you need to do. All right. Now the content in here, if you maybe want to add a little more complicated layout and you're not 100% confident with your HTML and CSS, of course you can learn it here, but if you want to add a layout, then what you can do is do this. Go here, insert layouts anywhere, and copy this code into your functions PHP file, and what you will be able to do is copy paste a short code in here so you can actually add a row or module or column or whatever. Okay? All right. So that's all there is to it. Just one module. That's it. Now, how does this work? Let me show you the code. this is the code. It looks daunting because there's quite a few lines, but it's not too bad. So like I said, absolute positioning is really important on desktop layouts, and this allows you to put anything anywhere, pretty much, okay? And what I did here is these guys are 130 pixels across, and let's see, 130 pixels across, and the whole content part is this. I use another calc. It's 100% minus 320, which gives us more than enough room for this to, you know, take up the middle part. You can, of course, change some paddings. This padding is just the width, I mean the left and right, and the 0 is top and bottom, okay? I don't know if the mic is catching this, but there's a helicopter flying over our place. Anyways, what I did here is these guys are actually, they use a very easy to follow tab structure. I mean class structure. And then inside that is a link, an anchor tag, right? Now, if you look here, you will see that I took these numbers, 0, 4, 5, you can see that I took all these numbers and I gave them positions, all right? So that's top 0, 33%, 66, and 100. And of course, if I did that, they are uneven because the top follows the top line. Of course, like I said, you'll learn everything in absolute positioning, but just to go over it a little simply, just top aligns it to the top, which is different from aligning to the bottom. So I move them all just a little bit just so it'll all be centered properly, okay? Like I said, you can learn this all yourself, you can learn how to edit it yourself, and you can learn to do it yourself if you take the course, but for now, that's how that works, okay? So if you want to change the positioning of these tabs so they will go somewhere like this, you can't use 0, 33, 67, and 100 because that spaces them evenly across the 100%, and it's for 4 modules evenly spaced across 100%. What if you want to change them? Maybe you can try something like top 20%, and then the next one will be 50, and then 70, 20, nope, 20, 40, 60, 80, and you'll get them a lot closer together. Don't touch the translates because they will align them in the center. So all you need to do is just change these numbers and put them evenly, and the transforms will take care of the spacing, okay? All right, and if you want to change the depth of the shadow, color of the shadow, and how fast the shadows react, like this, like that, you can change it all here, all right? And of course, if you want to change some of the height, the widths, or if you want to make them rounder, you can change the border radius and all of that. I think that's about it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, by the way, I fixed the height as 450 because when you use absolute positioning and everything is absolute positioned, you lose the height of the content. It collapses. So I gave it a height of 450. If you think your content, your tabs are taller, then feel free to change that. Make sure you check for every 450 if there is. I don't think there is. Oh, there's one more. Yeah. Make sure you change that. And that'll be it. I don't think it'll get any larger than that, so I just use 450. Now, how does this react on mobile? Well, let's give it a try. All right, so there we go. That's 1500. And we go down to, I think, this size on, what is it? Tablets. No, 1047 is not a tablet size. 1024 is a tablet size, so that's a tablet, regular tablet. I think it's fine, so we can go a little narrower. 480 is 980, the Divi breakpoint is fine. 768 where the iPads go vertical. I think the tab should all go on top like that, and it'll still work fine. Okay, and because it's on flex wrap, they do this, so you'll be fine. All right. So I think that's about it. So if you want to change the sizes or whatever, you can go here. Inside the media query, you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know why these are here. You don't have to worry about them. I'll take them out. I think that's about it. You don't need to transform them. You don't need to do anything. Just leave them as is, and they will automatically flex wrap because they now take relative positioning. Okay, so I think that's about it. So there's a lot of cool new things to come, and while you're learning this, sign up for the newsletter, and you will be notified of a lot of cool things too that I'm trying out. And they will all be Divi related. They will all be web development related. Some of them will be more advanced. Some of them will be easy. All right, but still, I'll explain a lot more of how I do things so you can adjust it to your own style better. That's the main idea. All right, so have fun with this, and I'll see you in another video. Okay, bye-bye.